Suggested ranked controversial. Topics for research studies for the Philippines in globalization. 1. Education and global competitiveness. Is the Philippine curriculum outdated? The world economy is knowledge-driven. If Philippine students are not globally competitive, the country risks being left behind. A study must ask, does our curriculum equip students with 21st century skills, critical thinking, technology, global awareness, or are we stuck in old systems? Impact directly affects workforce quality, innovation, and future competitiveness. 2. Labor migration versus brain drain. Is OFW deployment sustainable? Over 10 million Filipinos work abroad, sending home billions. But this dependence raises a painful question. Are we losing our best talent? This research examines whether the remittance-driven model strengthens the economy or weakens local growth. Impact shapes long-term labor policy, diaspora engagement, and nation building. 3. Call center and BPO industry. Global opportunity or economic overdependence. The BPO sector is the Philippines' crown jewel, but AI and automation threaten jobs. This study must test whether the country can move up the value chain or risk collapse when technology replaces low-skill tasks. Impact determines future employment security and national income sources. 4. ASEAN integration opportunities or threats to Filipino SMEs. ASEAN trade integration removes barriers, but Filipino small businesses may struggle against regional giants. This research explores how SMEs can adapt, innovate, and compete. Impact vital for inclusive growth and job creation at the grassroots level. 5. Climate change and global supply chains. Are Philippine Islands at risk? The Philippines is both a manufacturing hub and one of the world's most climate-vulnerable nations. This study would assess how rising seas, stronger typhoons, and disrupted logistics could threaten the country's place in global supply chains. Impact ensures disaster resilience and economic continuity. 6. Impact of trade liberalization on Philippine agriculture. Filipino farmers face stiff competition from cheap imports. This research asks, does liberalization improve food security or undermine local livelihoods? Impact determines future agricultural policy and food sovereignty. Impact shapes media policy and cultural preservation efforts. Top priority, education, OFWs, BPO, directly tied to national survival in a global economy. Mid-priority, ASEAN SMEs, climate, agriculture, critical for balancing growth and resilience. Lower priority, China investments, TikTok, fast fashion, food globalization, still valuable, but less urgent. Final insight, globalization is both an opportunity and a threat. For the Philippines, the most urgent research must address human capital, education, labor, BPO, and economic resilience, SMEs, agriculture, climate risks. Without these, the country risks being a passive participant in globalization instead of a competitive leader.